There are a lot of concentrate devices out there. I have a bunch. I've seen a bunch. There's a ton that I don't have. And I know that there's going to be a bunch that come out, especially this year. I feel like there's going to be a lot of new ones, a lot of big players in the game coming out later this year. But I'm in a position now where I'm like, any interesting looking E-rig, any interesting looking concentrate device, I might have to get it just to see how good it works. There's so many, and one of the things that I find so interesting is because there's so many, a lot of them just do something very unique, or they have one little feature about it that other ones don't have. Now, not all of them give the best hits or are going to give you the smoothest, fattest hits, but some of them do some cool stuff that other ones just haven't tried or don't do. Now, I want to talk today about the DabXGo because this is a pretty cool looking E-rig. I've actually used it on my Twitch a little bit, where if you don't follow me on Twitch, I do a smoke sesh every night at 9 p.m. Eastern, and you can get the first look at any devices that I use, usually way before they make it into a video. So this device is interesting. It looks cool. It has a metallic body. It charges with USB-C. On the outside, not so bad. Doesn't look terrible. It actually comes with a really cool case. I think most E-rigs nowadays come with a case, but this one was one of the better ones that I've seen. It's like a tube. You get a little shoulder strap for it, and they got a little drop. Oops. Supposed to be sitting on the table when you do it, but this thing will plop down. You got a little workstation. You can put some dabs in there. There's a few cool things about it which I want to talk about, but first I just gotta say it, the hits on it, not great. I think this thing costs around 300 bucks, which is pretty pricey. That's like average for some other devices. The hits on this one aren't really worth that price range, but let me show you some of the cool things before I talk about how bad it hits. It's got that magnetic snap on top. It does have some lights. It'll light up a little bit, maybe not as bright as a Peak Pro or something like that, but it lights up a little bit. This is probably one of the coolest features about it, and maybe other devices will do something like this in the future, but the bottom comes off, and it's actually got a little reclaim catch on the bottom, that big square in there. Anything that spills out of the atomizer ends up in there. I think, I don't know, I didn't get any reclaim in there. And then it has two little squares in there for like dab storage. So this little bottom piece I think is cool, and maybe other rigs in the future can do something like that. But oh my God, I have to come out and say it. This thing for about 300 is basically a $40 vape pen dressed up as an E-rig. The atomizer on this is the same thing that you would find on any old $30, $40 vape pen. It's similar to the G-Pen Connect atomizer, where it's not a sealed dish. It's just got that ceramic coil in there. So you're supposed to like burn through every dab instead of wiping it out in between each hit. I didn't really get any reclaim in there because the dabs on it are kind of hot. You're not getting like great hits with this. It literally hits. I've tried out a bunch of different little handheld portable devices. Any of those cheaper, smaller, like something I used not too long ago, the Piccolo vape pen, has the same atomizer, the same hits on it basically. It's just dressed up to look a little bit better. So they got it in a nice little costume here. Like, it looks cool. It looks like a nice shiny metallic body E-rig, but it hits like a $40 pen. It hits like any cheap old little ceramic coil pen, which is kind of crazy because I've seen a few people go, hey bro, this thing is just like the Puffco. This thing is like the Puffco, but better. Well, if you're saying that, maybe actually go hit a Puffco and get a good comparison, because this thing is not even close. Like, the body looks cool, charges USB-C. There's a few cool features, but it all boils down to what does it hit like? And this thing hits like crap. It doesn't give you a good hit. It doesn't give you like a proper concentrate hit. It really just like burns into your dab like any old coil pen. So this is one I've had for a little while. I see people talk about and ask about, and I'm just hoping maybe somebody sees this before they start looking into it, because there's a lot of other options in a similar price range. You're going to be able to find something better than this. It does look cool. That's why I feel bad for anybody going into a head shop and they just have all the E-rigs on the wall and it's like, oh, pick out which one you want. Some of them look really cool and they suck. Like, they don't give good hits. I made a video about another one that I have that's like black and red. That one looks really cool. Doesn't hit very well. This one's similar. Very cool look, but the hits on it are like, what are you doing, bro? So I have been thinking about making a tier list, talking about all the different ones that I have. I'm not going to be able to squeeze every single one on there because there are so many electric devices for concentrates. But leave me a comment. Let me know if that's something you want to see. I might do some more individual videos so we have some broader opinions before I just give it an ABC score, that kind of thing. But I figure I can make a quick video talking about this device and help anybody make a choice on it if they need. If you didn't hear, May 20th, I'm doing my first combusted rips of the year. I've done only flower vaping, but now I'm gonna light my first bowl on fire. May 20th, live on Twitch. Don't miss it. Follow me over on Twitch. I do a smoke sesh every night, 9 p.m. Eastern. And if you never saw the video of me trying Japanese munchies, check this out. They got some pretty interesting snacks over there. Have a lit day, my dudes.